Morning everybody, it's May 22nd on this little 60-day trial, and I was just showing you some of the artichokes here on this plant. I'm probably going to end up harvesting that one today for lunch. And you see all of this couch and old stuff that's set over here. Well, that's my project for today. Well, I've only got half a day really, because today is also church, so we hold church services tonight at 6:30. And me being the minister, I have to be there. So I'm going to try to get all of this done and my other work that I have to get done today up to about this point right here where these two boxes are. We're going to move those boxes and transplant those baby raspberries there. Clean all this grass out all the way up to there, from artichoke to raspberry plant. All of that. Clean all that out. Take this topsoil off. Lay down a bunch of new stuff, and then I'm going to hopefully plant raspberries. My goal is to have all of this done by Friday. Today's Wednesday. If I can have all that done, I'm doing it pretty much by myself. I might get some volunteers for a little bit of the work, but if I can get it all done by Friday and plant it in radishes by Friday, then those radishes will start being ripe on the day I start this project. And I asked you all a couple days ago to tell me what you would plant if you only had 30 days, and every single one of you practically had radish in your list. And it just so happens I have a ton of radish seed, and I've recently found out how good it tastes when you cook it. So because I do not like raw radish, I get to change my statement. I used to say I hate radishes. Now I'm saying I hate raw radishes. So yeah, we're gonna plant hopefully by Friday all of those radishes. You can see some of the beautiful borage flowers coming in here. Oh, aren't those just beautiful? They taste wonderful too. Tastes like cucumbers. If you haven't had it before, I suggest you get some borage growing in your garden. Wonderful tasting stuff. Okay, well, I'm kind of working out how, as I said, this is the pre-documentary to the documentary. And so, excuse me, I got a little borage stuck in the back of my throat. This is the pre-documentary of how I'm getting ready. And I figure when it comes time for the real documentary, first off, I hope to have 2 cameramen, so that it's not me sitting here holding the camera like this, looking at you and talking to you and hoping that everything's in focus. But actually 2 different camera angles, like Neil suggested on the other video there on the 3rd day of this. And the big point of this, or the big point of that section of the documentary, is what I'm trying to get at here this morning, is that I'm going to at least give you a morning check-in, on top of that morning check-in, then what I have for breakfast, what I'm harvesting for breakfast, how I'm cooking and preparing it, an afternoon check-in of what I'm eating for the lunch and what I'm doing in my garden that day in the afternoon, and then an evening check-in of what I'm actually having for dinner. So if you can think of anything else that you would like to be informed of throughout my day during that 30 days, or you think would make good for historical records of that 30 days, let me know. Add it, of course, to the comments below. Your comments really motivate me to keep these videos coming and doing them. I really appreciate everyone's comment on everything and your help in getting this prepared. So we'll see you soon.
Just lift it up.
Hello everybody. Still the same day, but now what we're doing is we've got ourselves a bale of straw.
Pardon me?
Yep.
Go.
Got ourselves a bale of straw here, and we're coming.
Right, find me. Turtle, you got one?
I got it.
On me, I do not. Oh, Carl's got it.
There you go. And the theory is, you see all this nasty, dark, just poop everywhere on the ground and dirt. The theory is called deep soil cooping. And what you do is you put 6 to 12 inches of hay down on your coop floor.
You know they're gonna start laying eggs.
Yes.
Well, they're gonna have to.
Yes. On your coop floor. And what that does is that it drags in the worms and the bugs to come in, so they have something to feed on, and they'll sit there and turn.
Plastic out of here.
And by them turning up the soil, it's automatically making our own compost here on the ground. So we don't have to do nothing. Just throw it in here, and then 6 months from now or so, the whole bottom of this ground will be compost.
So this is Manabu Farms, and they're spreading down hay or straw. This is layer 1. There's probably gonna have to be about 2 more bales of hay going down, because it's gonna be about a foot deep. And all the chicken poop's gonna go into there, create some nice yummy fertilizer, and yeah, so that's what they're doing.
Yeah, same inside.
Step out of that corner so we can spread it in there.
And Carl, would you like to add anything?
Well, it's May 22nd, so this is like the 4th or 5th day. I started this on May 16th, my birthday, of self-sufficiency, trying to become more and more self-sufficient. On June 16th, I will be spending 30 days living off of nothing but my garden. And part of that garden is these wonderful 8 chickens who provide me with 8 to a dozen eggs almost every day. So now we're giving them a new home, which what's going to happen is they're going to give them feed, because the darkness of the matter, plant matter on top of the ground is going to cause the worms to crawl in there and other bugs to crawl in there, which will allow them to scratch, which before they haven't really had much scratching space because it's been hard packed dirt.
Yeah, it's just been hard packed soil.
So now they'll be able to scratch in here, and as it rains and they scratch and they defecate in here, that will nitrogen up the soil, and basically within a few months, 6 months or so, this is going to become compost.
And then you just come scoop it out, put it in whatever you want it to go in.
And then put new stuff in. Or if you're not at our place, at another place, if you built it correctly the way you wanted, you could build your chicken coop like this and then just move your chicken coop over, plant here, and start again there. And then next season, when your crop's done here, move it back over here, plant here, you know, and vice versa. But this chicken coop is actually going to be extended all the way back over the fence eventually.
And this is going to be a permanent structure.
Yeah, permanent,
So all this here is going to be moved out.
Right.
And is this going to take place during the 30 days or over a lengthier period of time?
Much longer, yeah. This will be, as I said, about 6 months before we start pulling stuff out of here.
Okay. All right, folks at home, thanks for tuning in. And
again, if you want to research this method, it's called deep soil. Hold on one second, Ryan, please. It's called deep soil cooping.
Deep
It's a
soil
really
cooping.
interesting, self-sustainable method of keeping your chickens happy and healthy.
all right.
Thank you very much. Hello, just showing you real quick one of the things we do on a at least weekly basis. We hang out and play with the bunnies. That way when we go to handle them and it's time to harvest them, they don't get scared and they're quite used to human contact. So Judy Lynn here from Manabu Farms is going to take them in and spend some time with them hanging out. Just thought we'd show you. Another thing we're doing in this month of preparation.